If it's your first time at MCCDC, my name's Dwayne, the senior pastor. My honor and privilege to welcome you, to let you know we do not have visitors at MCCDC. We have friends who we can't wait to meet. That's true for our online congregation as well. If you're online for the first time, send me an email. Introduce yourself, where you're watching us from. We're so glad you're with us today. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning. And good morning. My name is Cathy Alexander. I'm the associate pastor. Welcome, and thank you for getting up early this wonderful morning, this morning that's filled with opportunity and is pregnant with wonderful, wonderful people who are here. Think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to have prayer, our pastoral care ministers would love to be in prayer for you this week. Just pick up a prayer card at the information station or use the drop-down menu at MCCDC.com, and it will make its way to our pastoral care ministers. So thank you so much for your presence here. And we have a featured announcement by Reverend Jason.
Good morning.
I'm Reverend Jason, Minister of Liberation Formation. And so one of the things that I've been called to do here at MCCDC is create space for fighting injustice. And so you'll see in your bulletin, worship folder, about the work that I'm working towards to create that space. And so one of the things that I have done is create a survey that asks two questions. What keeps you up at night, and what will you do about it? And so that question, I'm hoping and I'm aiming to lead toward the congregation considering what social justice issues they would like to confront in whatever way is comfortable to them. Because I want us to continue our legacy of social justice, legacy that began with Reverend Larry, legacy that began with the work that was done to create Whitman Walker, and also the legacy of a black and beautiful woman named Mama C, who we learned last night about her dedication to social justice, doing organizing. And so I really encourage you to answer this survey so that it can lead to discussions around what kind of work that we can do. Thank you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please see Reverend Jason after the service. Also wanted to let you know that there is a church chat this afternoon right after our service. So grab your coffee and come on up to the chapel, where you can talk with some of our board of directors, as well as learning what's happening in the life of the church and the business of the church. And lastly, I'd like to let everyone know that there is a spiritual retreat coming up this Saturday. This Saturday, the retreat will afford an opportunity to continue furthering our aspirations. Learn about how to move from orientation to disorientation to reorientation, and where we're headed as a community. Your voice is important and your thoughts are important. So to that end, we're sending around a sign-up sheet during service so that you can sign up with information. The further information is in your worship folder, and I'm going to start right here. Amen.
Excellent. And one of the questions around that, just to simplify the question, is what is the new thing that God is doing at MCCDC, and what is my part in that? Some have attended that, the trustees and the board. If you could just raise your hands, trustees and boards, they've been to this retreat and can give you some insights into the impact of it. It really is powerful. It's helping us to create MCCDC together for our next steps and our next stage. As we said at the beginning, we do not have visitors at MCCDC. We have friends who we cannot wait to meet. So if it is your first time, we don't want to embarrass you, but we do have some good information for you. So if you're comfortable and can raise your hand high enough for the ushers to see where you are, we'll get this to you. And again, we're so glad that you're here. This applause is to welcome everybody. We're glad you're here.